Hi Maria, so glad to be back on your channel. I always enjoy being here. I'm always talking about the nuances of wine, the different smells, the different aromas, the different bouquet, what you can perceive from the still wine, what you can perceive from the swirled wine, the different flavors you can dig out by decanting the wine. Is that always the case? Can you always do these kinds of things? Well, the answer obviously is no. There are some instances where you have adequate lighting, the atmosphere is nice and clean, so you can distinguish all of this aromas, and of course you have a white background where you can actually look through your glass of wine and see the different shades that the red wine has, or the different beautiful colors that the white wine has, or the exquisite tones of that rosé or blush wine. But what happens if you're outdoors at a barbecue and you know the cook is having a great time and is grilling with carbon briskets, and there's meat on the grill and there's fish on the grill. There's all kinds of smells around you. Let's say the neighbor cut the lawn that morning, so you not only have the smoke smell and the meat smell and the fish smell, but also the freshly cut grass smell. What's that gonna do to the wine? In a word, not much, but it's going to stop you from actually experiencing all the little subtleties that are peculiar to that wine. So should you have a very special, very nuanced Pinot Noir, or maybe a buttery Chardonnay that's been in oak for over a year and it's got layers and layers of flavors and aromas, well, probably you shouldn't. You should go for something that is nice, is adequate to the palate, goes with whatever is being cooked by the generous host. So you can go with something really simple. Let's furthermore say you're going to a pool party. So now you also have the pool to worry about. You don't want glass bottles around. You don't want glass wine glasses around. Therefore, it is an excellent idea to go with boxed wines. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these wines are actually quite acceptable. They're not nuanced, they are not exquisite in taste, but they are very palatable. Most wines, and when I say most, I'm talking about 99.8% of the wines in the market today, are bottled or put out to the public ready to drink. There's very little production specifically to be cellared, to be studied, and so on and so forth. So it's perfectly acceptable to go with an inexpensive option. When I say inexpensive, I'm talking, of course, about a wine in a box. Sometimes it's just a small gathering. Let's say it's two couples plus the children who are not drinking. So you may not want a liter and a half or 2 liter box of wine, but it's a good alternative because also the boxed wine, the exterior box has a bag inside of it. So when you're serving the wine from there, the wine is not getting any air in it. So it's not getting decanted, it's not getting aerated, because by definition we said it was not a complex wine, and therefore you're keeping that wine nice and fresh for a long time. You can even put it in your refrigerator and it'll stay nice and fresh for days, maybe even a week. So whatever you got left, that's fine. However, that's a lot of wine. What if you're not going to drink that much? Well, there's other alternatives like this one. These are very practical. There's no cork to smell. They're not extremely nuanced, but they're quite acceptable. This one, for example, is a Pinot Grillo. It's very nice, very crisp to the palate. It goes fantastic with chicken, with fish. In a barbecue, it would work great because it will complement the smoke aromas and tastes. On the other hand, let's say you're making burgers or you have some barbecue ribs and you want to enjoy wine with a little bit more body, a little bit, not a massive wine that's brutal with the tannin. No. You can go for an alternative like this. Again, it's very easy to drink, not very heavy on the tannins. So it's quite acceptable for that kind of situation. So are they bad wines? Not at all. They're adequate for the moment, for the situation. Are there wines that are fantastic? Wine connoisseur 99 plus wines. Yes, but those are best served under controlled conditions when you can actually enjoy the color and the aromas and the bouquet and the nuances of flavor. So there you go. There's a wine for every occasion. Maria, again, thank you for having me on your channel.